So, one of the comebacks for the TikTok generation is go outside and touch grass. Now, while this may be a funny, like internet slang phrase, there is so much truth to the mental health benefits of literally just being outside. I want you to just really think about this like super logically. Our brains have not evolved to handle the level of stressors that we are currently putting on our brains. We've only evolved to have a certain number of social connections, which is constantly being stretched to the maximum by social media. We've evolved to only have a certain amount of memory capacity, a certain amount of energy capacity, and we've evolved to live in coexistence with nature, yet our current society does not endorse this. This is why when you go outside for a little bit, you might find yourself suddenly feeling more relaxed. It's because your cortisol levels, which regulates your stress, are literally lowering inside your body as you hear those bird songs in the background, as you look up and stare deeply at a tree and notice its leaves, as you see little animals, the water, whatever nature you're in. And if you're stuck on a project or idea, going for a walk, getting the blood flow, there's been so many studies that show brain scans of someone who's working on something creative before and after a walk. There's also tons of anecdotal evidence of people sharing personal testimony of how going for a walk or going for a run or having a quick workout or meditating in nature helped them solve a big problem at work or a big creative problem in their writing or their art. And specifically, muscle tension, blood pressure, and brain activity all see really specific reactions to nature. Brain activity increases for the better, blood pressure lowers, muscle tension lowers, cortisol lowers. While these aren't a cure-all for anxiety and depression, especially because the types of anxiety and depression that we face in modern society are so complicated given all of our different stressors, this can be a great first line of defense to dealing with everyday anxiety. I know personally that I can't create content or work on my writing or even work at my job unless I've had a few minutes outside in nature each morning. It centers me, it gives me a moment to say what I'm grateful for, to look up at the trees. And I would just recommend this to anyone who is just feeling overwhelmed, overworked, burnt out. This isn't a cure-all. I'm not going to say that you go outside and your life will be magically better, but it can help and it can alleviate some of the burden and pain of severe anxiety and depression. So really try to schedule that time daily. Try to schedule time daily for walks, for nature. If you live in a big city, driving to a local park, it's so important, especially in our current car culture, you guys, because we're not meant to be in our cars all day. We're not meant to be at an office all day. We're meant to be in the forest. We're meant to be in the forest eating fruit and hanging out with the animals.